Hey everybody, Black America's Love Doctor here, Dr. Turpeau. And so let's get into the question for today. And that is from a woman. She says, I've been with the same man for 7 years. At the beginning, the sex was great. Now, in the past 3 years, the sex has gone downhill. He doesn't satisfy me in any way. So we haven't had sex in 3 months. All I hear from him is sex, sex, sex. He talks about nothing else. He accuses me of messing around on him because I won't give in to him. But that's not the reason. It's because he's lousy in bed. What should I do? I'm a 38-year young woman, year old, young woman who enjoys sex extremely, just not with him. Please give this sex-starved woman some good advice. All right. All right. So, sex starved woman, let's give you some advice. The advice is tell him the truth. Tell him the truth. Okay? You may be surprised, like, oh, I don't want to do that. But yes, you definitely need to tell him the truth. Tell him exactly what it is that you don't like when you're having sex. And tell him why you don't like it. Tell him what he's doing, tell him what he's not doing, tell him why you like it, tell him what you don't like, and tell him why you don't like these things. You have to also, particularly when you're communicating with men, you have to spell things out for us. We like detail and examples. To tell us things abstractly doesn't work with us. You can't tell us things like, well, you need to love me more, or you need to do better in bed, or be better in bed. These things just go over our heads, to love you more. I love you, so what does that mean? Okay, well, I guess I just keep doing what I'm doing. Or, be a good lover. Well, I'm a good lover in bed, so that doesn't mean anything to me. I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. You have to be more detailed and give examples to men. You have to spell things out of how we can love you more, how we can be better in bed for you, what we need to do, how to touch you, what to do, how to move. All of these things you have to be more detailed and tell the man how he can be better in bed. So you want to make sure that you give detailed instructions. And a lot of women are afraid that they might hurt a man's ego when they tell them these things. So go ahead. You'll be glad that you did, and hopefully he will be welcoming to the information. Sometimes men, their ego, they won't welcome the information. That they do so to their own detriment. But if you want to improve your situation, you need to just go ahead and be courageous enough to tell him how you like things to be different. So don't worry about it. Yes, men do have ego, but don't worry about it. Just go ahead. So it may initially hurt him. It may do that, but your communication of what he needs to do better could actually lead to a better situation. It could lead to your being happier, and he could be happier because now he feels confident that he's satisfying his woman. Men like to satisfy their women, so that's why I tell women, don't fake orgasms, don't fake in bed. Just go ahead and let the man know you're liking it or you're not liking it. You can tell him during the sexual act. You can tell him after the sexual act. You can tell him before the sexual act. The main thing is you need to tell him what you don't like and what you do like sexually. Okay? And the end result is that you'll both be happier. And so that is the ideal. Now, how to go about doing that? One of the best ways to do that when you're trying to share a critique of someone is commonly known, and you hear it a lot in work situations, as the praise sandwich. And the praise sandwich is the two pieces of bread are the praise, and inside the two pieces of bread is the criticism. So basically what you're going to do is, first of all, you want to praise him about something that he does well in your relationship. If not in bed, if he doesn't do anything in bed, just praise him for what he does well in your relationship, what you like about him, what you appreciate about him. And then as you segue into talking about your sex life, tell him how it's a lot left to be desired and how he could improve and make you feel better if he would do this and not do that. That's the meat of the sandwich. Then the last slice of bread, the last thing you want to share after you've critiqued his performance, you want to go ahead and praise him again. Tell him what he does well in bed, or just tell him what he does well in life, or what he does well in your relationship. This is a praise sandwich, and if you do this, it tends to help people accept criticism or critique in a more palatable way. So definitely share it with them. Don't go through life not being happy or sex starved. Tell them what you really need, what you want, and in the end, you'll be happier. He'll be happier because he's satisfying his woman. So your courage will pay off in a lot of ways. You'll make both of you happier, and you could actually salvage your relationship. So please, muster up enough courage. Tell him the truth, but tell it in a tactful way. I think it was Helen Steiner Rice. I'm not sure exactly which poet said, but she said something to the effect that tell the truth, but tell it slant. So some people are proud of telling truth hard and direct. Straight, no chaser. Don't do that. Tell truth slant. You got to protect people's feelings if you care about them, and you need to do so. You need to practice, and we need to get better in our tact and when we're talking to people, particularly when we're trying to critique. When you're politically correct, when you're tactful, that is actually a much more admirable thing, because it shows that you're caring about the person. But you do need to tell them and not suffer quietly. Okay? So I hope this helps. If you like this video, please like, and also subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Harmonious wishes. Bye.